Pebble Beach is one of the most iconic golf courses on planet Earth, but it's a real outlier when it comes to statistical data in golf. Yes, it is very short. It plays 6,900 yards on the scorecard, and they have just little itty bitty greens here around 3,500 square feet. And it's the shortest average driving course on the PGA Tour schedule, only 268 yards in terms of an average drive. Harbour Town is a distant second when it comes to the shortest drive average. Now, I want to point out a couple of things here because you have to decide whether you are going for distance or accuracy, and there are a lot more nuances than you might think here. And I think there are a couple of really good examples, and we'll start with 2 on the front 9. This is number 4, and this is a hole where there is no reward for hitting a long drive. You can see the way that it necks up here. It's a short par 4. There is really no advantage to trying to force your way up into that neck as opposed to just laying back where most golfers are going to. This has the second shortest average drive on the golf course, about 246 yards. Golfers are looking for just something in the middle of the fairway because look at all the risk that comes into play. You could firstly hit it off the cliff and down onto the beach. You can find any of these bunkers. You can find the rough. And like I said, there really is not an advantage to driving this up there, at least from a statistical point. And that's why you're going to see nearly 93% of golfers find the fairway. It is the absolute number one fairway hit in terms of percentages at this golf course. And then here's the opposite example. Number 9 is the opposite. This hole has the longest average drive on the golf course, about 301 yards, because there is a massive reward for hitting an above average drive in terms of length. So let's look at trouble here. Well, you can bail out left pretty much anywhere that you want. Right gets a little bit hairier, but you could still be fine there as long as you're not rolling off into this cliff. But the advantage of getting a ball that potentially adds another 30 yards by rolling down this little ridge here does turn into a tangible statistical advantage to the tune of nearly half a stroke if you are hitting an above average drive or a longer than average drive. But of course, this is a hole in which the guys know this. And it is a pretty big separator because only 59% of golfers are going to hit this fairway. So if you're able to find the fairway on 9, big advantage. If you miss the fairway on 4, that stinks. You're in big trouble. So you're going to see guys still play aggressively, but they're going to have to do it in a smart, conservative way this week.